session called Mr. Pramod. This conversation promises to be a very refreshing, as the title suggests, from personal stories to industry insights. Mr. Mehta and Mr. Derewala will take us on a journey that blends humor, anecdotes and valuable takeaways. Together, they'll offer a fresh perspective on the jewelry world and beyond, leaving you inspired and engaged. May I please welcome Mr. Chetan and Mr. Pramod onto the stage, please.
So good evening, everyone. As we all know that we have heard about a lot of success stories. We talk about all the success people in the world, in our country, who have made this success with their hard work. But usually we just forget that this hard work have come with a lot of dedication, passion, and to achieve something in the world, in their life, we just work hard. And this is the time where we hear from the legend. As we all know that Pramod Derewala is known as Pramod Kumar Agrawal, chairman of Derewala Industries Group. Hello. So we all know that this coffee with Dr. Chetan Kumar Mehta in conversation with Pramod Derewala ji, this we have started for a special reason. Because when I was meeting all the youngsters coming into this industries, they always talk about that we have seen people growing in their life. But it's very difficult to get the insights. So this coffee program, this is 11th edition we are doing. And this is very special because this is the first interview of Pramod ji is coming in our country. A big round of applause for Pramod Derewala ji, because I think he never interviewed as being a GJPC chairman also. He was very clear that he only gives the statements. He don't hear to anyone. Like, he's a leader. He's a big leader. But what happened, like, when we go back and we see his history, his love towards industry, his passion towards industry, how he have come up, what all he have, very down to earth. The best part of him is very humble, very grounded. And I can tell you, whenever I met all the leaders of our country, let it be any of the industry, one thing I've learned, that is called humbleness. And they are very humble. And that's one quality which makes a leader, a great leader. Because I have learned one line, leaders should create a leader, not followers. Because followers are temporary, but leaders should create a leaders. That's what I understand. And I would invite Pramod Kumar Agrawal, chairman of Derewala Industries Group and chairman National Jewellery Council of India. A big round of applause for Pramod Derewala, sir. And I would request you, anybody standing can have a seated, because today you are going to see the biggest things to hear from a legend. I would welcome him with flower bouquet. Sir, you have to give me a good time. Pramodji, I know you're running out of short time. But today is my day. Because your day is always you have your own day, but today is my day because you have dedicatedly given me 1 hour time. But I know we are running late. But this is a very important, Pramodji, I have seen you for many years now. I think you no need of any introduction. You're a legend of our industry. People love you. And we have seen you, any issue in the industry you have tackled very well. Sir, you are a distinguished figure in the global jewelry industry, well known for your visionary leadership and exceptional contribution with a journey spanning over 3 decades. You have not only shaped the success of Derewala Industries Group, but you have also significant roles in various industry organizations, greatly influencing the growth of the Jaipur brand. I think, Prabhuji, if I keep on introducing, it's a big list of introduction, but today we want to know the insights of. Prabhuji, let us start from the beginning. In 1987, you know, the same year I born. I'm born in 1987, so I'm fortunate again. You laid the foundation of Derewala Industries, which was totally revolutionized our jewelry sector and also modernized jewelry manufacturing in terms of scale, perfect setup, and export to well-known jewelry brands. What was your idea and vision when you started Derewala Industries? Because, Pramodji, when we visited your factory or a manufacturing unit, I'll tell you, one of the best manufacturing unit we have seen. Such a lavishly made, such a professionally made, and I think I never felt it is like a manufacturing. I felt like it is a 5-star hotel. You know, very, very, very neat, very, very clean, very healthy atmosphere, very great atmosphere. So, Pramodji, we want to know what is happened at that time, 1987. I would request you to tell into brief, please.
Well, my story of 1987 is the story of 1986. The foundation of the company was 1987.
Okay.
I just started very small. And behind it a big love story. Story of 1986, love story. With wife.
Sir, the love story.
My wife is sitting in front of me.
Sir, I would ask you because the love story I kept separate surprise for the audience.
But I have to because this is the beginning of how I entered the business actually.
Oh, okay. That
So
related
that
to
is
this
the
love
related to
story.
my
Okay.
business, yeah.
Okay. Then we would like to hear.
So, well, being I was under training in my uncle's shop, for selling tourist to tourist,
Okay.
where I met my wife.
Devi Babi, you met.
Yeah.
Okay.
There things started with talking, then she wanted to do some business. She was a tourist. And for myself, I always wanted to have the product which make me my identification.
Okay.
With James Stone, when I was learning in my uncle's cutting and polishing place of Emerald, I was getting bored. Then they opened this tourist shop where I was sitting, where I met. So jewelry was which I found, and silver, which was always been interesting for me. So she's being background of architect. So she's learning, she selected, things I started. Then somehow we stopped going to my uncle's shop. I started one business when she was here. So beginning was with the 200 rupees she gave, and we just split half profit buying garnet packet. So still began like that. Then she was designing it and I was just doing other business. She was manufacturing for other people. But one day she says, no, you have to produce my jewelry. Yeah,
Okay.
that's no problem. So I started to enter into manufacturing jewelry.
Okay.
The same period.
So Devi Babi, when she
it was
came as a
kind of-
tourist to our country.
Yeah, I was a tourist.
I hope Devi Babi, you have come as a tourist to India.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so I started jewelry business that time. I was sitting in the workshop and she told you need to know the jewelry, how they make it. It's a very important. If you don't know, then you're not able to succeed how other people don't know how they manufacture.
Okay.
So I spent my time how the jewelry was manufactured. I was sitting in the workshop. So I started with one artisan and one customer, my business. And out of my bedroom where I was sleeping, putting artisan there and making the sample, jewelry sample for me. With the artisan sitting in their workshop, you know, that environment which I was seeing there was really not good environment. How this khatmal bhi kha rahe hain, smell ho rahi hai, you know, how they're washing hands and all. So when I started jewelry manufacturing, learning and we start manufacturing jewelry, I always believe in the top quality. No compromise in quality.
Okay.
Because I had Debbie also, and which she wanted to be top quality, because she's Japanese background.
Yeah.
American.
She's Japanese American.
Yeah, she's Japanese American.
Yes.
Plus, myself also like to have the quality, and this is how. So the quality of people, quality of the product, both things has to be there.
So I think this quality have come from Debbie Bhabi.
Yeah, definitely.
I think she
definitely.
told
Debbie is always been there in beginning, right in beginning.
Okay, and she
And
taught
also,
you that.
Also for me was very important, because it has to be different. You have to be different than others.
Okay.
And that is only quality and the product, the design.
Okay.
So 1987 we formed this company, which was Derewala Manufacturing Limited.
Well, as your surname.
1987, yeah. Derewala is my family name.
Family
which is-
name.
Agrawal is basically our name, but the Derewala, because since Agrawal's a lot, so to identify somebody, just use the Derewala, whatever business they do, the Sarafa. So like the Derewala is my, like old time they say, from village,
Okay.
from Dera village or something. So like this is how Derewala is named. So we formed this company. And
How big it was at that time? 1986, 1987.
was very small. The Jaipur is very different.
Like how many square feet the factory was? How many people
No
were
factory.
working?
There was no factory built. I was getting the job work done.
Okay, you're
In
getting
workshop.
the job work.
Yes, in the small
Okay.
pockets of artisans.
So what was your investment at that time, Derewala ji?
Nothing, almost just a few kilos of silver, nothing else.
Okay, not gold, few kilos of silver.
It started with silver jewelry.
Silver jewelry. So when the big factory came into picture?
In 1997, 98, because always, whenever we start make money, always look after the environment of artisans. That was
Okay.
the first priority of our profit.
A big round of applause. I think that is what I always tell, that artisans are the life for us. We always have to make sure that artisans have been taken care well. And I think the Pramod Derewala industry is known as the standard of the manufacturing unit in our country, because they make sure that the SOPs are followed and that condition of working condition of the factories are well in a manner.
It's a very, very important actually. So we formed this company, this factory in 1997, 1999, this started the production. We built the factory. We built the factory because anything we want to be the best out of best what we can do. Because it is not only for self, it was for nation also. Somebody should talk, because when we used to go to foreign country, they're talking about Thailand have this kind of factory, or Italy has this kind of factory. So we feel, why not India, you know? And thanks to my family, my wife, and my brother, who has always been supportive, whatever I thought, and they never said no, actually, rather, they supported the idea. And we made this beautiful factory. We started only with 11 artisans. My wife was coming with them to run the factory, to help out system. And the artisans were sitting in the floor to transform them, sit on the chair, time working, because, you know, when they work in small pockets, when they work their own workshops, they have their own style of working. The timeline is different. When you work in the factory process, there is totally different. They have to come on time, they have to work, their lunch hours fixed. And the timing of, all this parameter,
So
the guidelines.
this you have started from initial
Yes,
stage.
from day beginning we did that when we
Okay.
started the product factory. Because I see actually the artisans are really need so much to be uplifted. It's very, very important.
So sir, when you have started as a silver jewelry and today you are one of the largest manufacturer, what size of factories today you have and how many people are working in our organization, Derewala?
Well, size is one, but thing is what we are giving to artisans that's most important for me. Yes, we have 6 factories
Okay,
and we make many different products.
okay,
We make silver jewelry, we make imitation fashion jewelry, we make also gold jewelry, we also cut stone manufacturing also. So we almost do almost all the vertical of gem and jewelry except the diamonds and lab growns.
so how many artisans are working under?
We are having more technology, so we have only 1800 artisans. but we have a lot of technology, so the manpower is differently used there.
Okay. Pramodji, you have taken revolutionary step to buy a gold jewellery factory in Italy and shifted those factories with machinery and Italian trained people to Jaipur in 2009 and 10. Tell us more about this gold step. How did you thought of that? And I think you were only one Indian who thought that this need to be done. And I think after that, Derewala industries have been raised up in a bigger way.
Well, it's always being seen in Italy, the product of how the Italian chains, Italian jewelry has been manufactured, the quality and technology, which we've been talking to different Italian companies to have collaboration with us and put a factory in India. We almost signed MOU also with one of the largest company of the world in chain manufacturing. But somehow we couldn't work out because the two culture different. Maybe didn't set up in mindset. So we changed the idea and we said, okay, let's buy the companies. So you get the technology. So we decided to buy the company with the manpower and technology altogether. So that was the one which was very bold step we took, and in that my journey, my brother was a big help, and my wife was always been, Debbie and Yogi was always been, whatever I just come up and they just say yes, do it. Although it was a very hard decision to buy the companies and shift the manpower, it was very, very hard, and to bring technology, which is a very, very difficult to bring technology of different country into another country, especially from Italy.
What was the challenge?
It was a big challenge to bring the technology. Even after you paid the money, sometimes they don't want to give you full teaching. So we are lucky enough that a good team was there.
Your government support towards this?
Well, when we bought it, when I went to embassy, Indian embassy, they really welcomed and they were very happy that some Indian came and bought Italian companies, and they really welcomed time we receive to bring the people in India.
Pramod ji, I think few people are requesting in Hindi also, तो ठीक है, हम हिंदी में भी बात करते हैं. प्रमोद जी, वैसे तो आप बहुत दिलदार हैं, बहुत आपका खुश मिजाज वाला पर्सनालिटी है, लेकिन आपकी एक जर्नी बहुत आसान नहीं हुई रहेगी, बहुत डिफिकल्ट रही होगी और बहुत सारी चीज़ें आप जिंदगी में देखे होंगे. लेकिन इसमें देवी भाभी का और योगी जी का क्या रोल रहा, कितना बड़ा रोल रहा और कितना आप उनको श्रेय देते हैं?
मैं पूरा श्रेय मेरी वाइफ को और मेरे ब्रदर को देता हूं.
नहीं, अभी सामने बैठे इसलिए नहीं बताना है, जो सच है वो बताना है.
सामने बैठी तो बीवी बैठी है, भाई तो यहाँ नहीं बैठा है. बट द सच्चाई यही है कि इनके बिना मैं यहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच पाता, ये सच्चाई है. देयर एफर्ट्स, देयर सपोर्ट और इनकी मेहनत, उस सब ने मिलकर कंप्राइज में यहाँ पहुँचा हूँ.
तो देवी भाभी का बहुत योगदान है आपके जीवन में.
देवी का बहुत योगदान है, योगी
जी का बहुत योगदान है.
यस यस.
तो आप कुछ देवी भाभी को आज फोरम में बोलना चाहेंगे, उनको थैंक यू बोलना चाहेंगे कि कैसे?
नहीं, थैंक्स टू माय वाइफ, डेफिनेटली, ऑलवेज थैंक्स टू माय वाइफ, बट शी डिजर्व मोर देन दैट एनीवे.
Yes, thank you, Pramod ji. Would you like to share with us some details about Derewala Industries, like such number of employees, all you have told? What is approx turnover of Derewala company? Just
Well,
this is a people's question.
It is the turnover, I know the quantity of pieces, I know, I don't know the detail much, but more than 600 plus turnover we're doing it.
Okay.
The quantity of pieces is much higher we do.
Pramod ji, now I think, what is the future plan of Derewala industry?
Well, future plan always to bring the new technology, give the more employment to the people, and make a lot of, actually our company, whatever we made, we just spend money in the company, whether for betterment for employment, infrastructure, or designing, and to be renowned in the world largest jewelry manufacturer as far as quality concerned, because we do a lot of manufacturing for different major brands in the world. And Derewala always been a beginner actually. If you see all the Sitapura, Derewala is one of the first factory. And after now, the Derewala is the Sitapura is established in the jewelry industry. And then we did it in SCZ also. We are the first unit in SCZ. It was first unit was Derewala also in SCZ. So we work and we try to bring as much as possible to business to our nation. When we were doing business, हम जब करते थे तो जो कस्टमर्स यहाँ पर आए हो कभी आज तक हिंदुस्तान में कभी आए नहीं थे, तो अपना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, हमारी डिजाइनिंग, हमारा काम का तरीका, जिस ढंग से हम काम करते थे, तो उससे लोग हमारे देश में भी आए और लोगों को बिजनेस बढ़ा और हमने सब ने कलेक्टिवली मेहनत की और टुडे वी आर रीचिंग टू डिफरेंट लेवल एंड वी आर कमिंग अप विद अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स ओवर द पीरियड यू विल सी.
प्रमोद जी, आप अभी जितना प्यार और इतने सीधे आप हैं, बचपन में कैसे थे? आप इतने ही सीधे थे?
वेल
नहीं, हम चाहना चाहते हैं कि बचपन आपका कैसा रहा. लाइक
बचपन मेरा बहुत अच्छा था. आई वॉज ऑलवेज प्लेइंग क्रिकेट, स्पोर्ट्स, और मैं मेरे अंकल के शॉप ऑफिस में जाता था, बस ये.
लेकिन कैसा बोले तो आपकी जो फैमिली ये बिजनेस से ही थी पहले?
वेल मेरे फादर सबसे पहले व्यक्ति थे डेरावाला फैमिली से, जो कि उन्होंने जो है मद्रास के लॉन्ग जो टॉप्स वगैरह होते हैं वो, प्लस ही वाज सेलिंग इमिटेशन स्टोन्स, देन ही वाज सेलिंग दैट डायमंड ज्वेलरी.
यही कारोबार से वो थे?
हाँ, दे वर डूइंग इट. यस, सिल्वर ज्वेलरी वी स्टार्टेड.
तो बचपन से आपको क्रिकेट में क्या बोले तो ये स्पोर्ट्स में क्या सबसे ज्यादा पसंद है प्रमोद जी आपको?
क्रिकेट.
क्रिकेट के शौकीन है?
यस, आई वाज क्रिकेट शौकीन.
देखते हैं या खेलते हैं?
खेलता था मैं.
खेलते भी. और जब खाने की बात होती है तो जयपुर तो खाने के लिए मशहूर है. खाने में क्या पसंद है आपको?
खाने में ऐसा कोई पर्टिकुलर कुछ है नहीं.
नहीं, फिर भी अभी तो डेवी भाभी आगे तो काफी रिस्ट्रिक्शन है आपको खाने के लिए.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है.
फिर भी क्या खाते हैं आप?
मेरी मदर के हाथ की बेस्ट वो दही के चावल, मेरी दादी जी के हाथ की रोटी, दैट वाज द बेस्ट आई हैड इन माय लाइफ.
क्या बात है. अभी इसके लिए भी मुझे लगता है पूछ के तालियां होनी पड़ेगी, सबको तालियां मारनी चाहिए. प्रमोद जी इतना खुल के दही के चावल, आज भी हमें दही के चावल, आज हमने मीठे चावल खाए राजीव जी, बहुत बढ़िया थे. नाउ लेट्स कम टू द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, और आपका वो पैशन भी है. विल टॉक अबाउट योर वेरियस रोल्स इन एसोसिएशन, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड योर कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस टू द कंट्री. You have served as chairman of GJPC and also the regional chairman of the Rajasthan region. Most recently, you were honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award by GJPC. Tell us about your various contribution during the tenure at GJPC. And I think you're the only first person from the gold industry who have become a chairman of GJPC, if I am not wrong. Rajiv ji, is it? He's the first chairman from the gold industry who have become from GJPC. As per I think all have been come from the color stone or diamond industry. As per my knowledge, I think he's the first chairman. So we would like to have a details like how was it for you, because GJPC is a big body and you know there is a lot of diamond, gold, color stone people. You're coming from the gold background. How did you come in? What changes you made in the organization? What was your role and how did you cope up this?
Well, I was not entered directly in GJPC actually. I was entered into Jewelry Association Jaipur, and the culprit sitting here, Vijay Chaudhary ji, he just put me there. Don't say anything. You just get in. They choose me any option.
Okay.
And I see how things are moving. The best part was when I learned there was the biscuit and the coffee, tea, whatever we are drinking was around pocket. That is the what our past, all the, how the committee was working. It is a great thing which I learned. And well, when I entered into the council, the Sanjay Bhai Kothari, we had a chance to travel to CIS countries, and somehow I see how they were working. Really was remarkable for me learning. And somehow I got entered in the council. But beside that,
some of you have got. You were passionate to do something for the industry.
Well, I got it because I was just working with all of my colleagues sitting here, in the whether institute, whether in the Jewelers Association. So this way, in the council, how I entered, and then I started right from beginning, very small. In the council also as a COA member, I worked with under many chairmen. So Rajiv ji was also chairman. I worked under him also. He was a chairman GJPC. So many chairmen. So I observe, I learn a lot how things.
So
and legacies-
Rajiv ji was a before chairman.
Rajiv ji was before me. The three chairmen before.
Okay.
Before people by Rajiv ji was the chairman.
Okay.
So I worked with under the other chairmen. So, well, I see a lot of things and I always find that silver is not been well represented in council. Silver.
Okay.
And I was coming from silver.
Yes.
So always fight to create a seat in silver seat into council. So they were always, I've been as a option member for silver representation. Well, it was a good learning for me. So able to do this silver seat in council with help of all committee member, and Vipul Shahji was the chairman GJEPC at that time. He was also supported to get the seat. And today the silver jewelry export also grown multifold because of that proper representation has started to happen there.
But what was the challenge?
The challenge I'm saying
And
is the
what do
challenge
you
to
have?
make the
Silver
seat.
was a
It
challenge.
was a very big challenge to make another vertical to get into council and to represent in the government.
So that was a big
Because that is
challenge.
a very handful of business you have, very small, but how much employment the silver jewelry gives. And when they came to know, they were always supportive. The government said, no, this is very important to do it.
So what two things you have changed in council under your chairmanship? What was two things you
Well,
bought
when I-
new and added?
Well, when I became chairman in council, since I was doing business in many verticals, so I knew where the problems were in the trade. I was not in diamond, so luckily I had a good advisor, Russell Mehta, chairman as well. He was really very good help, and the good committee I had, and everybody supported. So the vertical which I was dealing in, I was representing well, and a lot of issues which pending in the gold and silver or the jewelry exports. So a lot of reformation happened.
Basically, you worked for the silver industry
No,
aggressively.
silver, gold, everybody.
Everything.
All verticals I have seen, but a lot of vertical was left behind, which is addressed in my time. And
issues have been
biggest challenge-
addressed.
yeah, biggest challenge I found, a lot of tax. The India was coming, transforming the GST. A lot of things were coming that time. So it all came into my tenure. So those are challenges. I had a lot of showcases was issued to the industry. There is crores of crores rupees. I mean, thousands of crores rupees was there. But thanks to Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Ministers of his ministries, like Piyush ji and Suresh Prabhu ji, they really supported like anything. And they completely changed whatever requirement of the industry. Really, it was next to impossible. If you see, so many circulars as given in my tenure. That was the biggest thing. The GST rate also was a big challenge for me to get it done. So the GST rate came on the right structure, what industry is required, that whatever they needed properly, that GST rate has to be there. So we worked for it. Plus, the biggest which made me happiness is to give the Parichaya card to the artisans, which was never happened. It was started.
Happened in your tenure.
Yes, there was given insurance policy for health insurance, plus they know what they are before they don't know what they are. So thanks to entire team which was working, we were together. They really supported whatever we discussed. And they were coming also very good ideas. So a lot of things we worked together as a team.
So Pramod ji, I think you have been a chairman, and I think now you're the National Gem and Jewellery Council of India chairman. You have started from the scratch. Today, you're a known brand name into our country that no introduction is needed. Tell us about your toughest time of your lifetime, that where you felt that you broke down and you have come back again. Because a success people in the life, they go through challenges, they break down, but they come back. What was that one incident where you broke down? I know, let's not be diplomatic, Pramod ji. I know you're very good at the answer and a great orator. But people, I think, everyone to hear the truth, the fact.
I'm telling you, the life is never the flat. Flat means dead. You have to be like ECG, life is like. Life has to be full of challenges that makes you active in working. How you take challenges in your life, that is the most important. So, life to be completely in one line.
Pramod ji, that is there, but one challenge we want to know.
No, I'm just telling you, I'm coming up everything, not one challenge of my personal. I'm telling challenge of my industry also. So when I took over as a GJPC chairman, I got the biggest challenge. When my two from industry run away from there, and I had to reply to the government. Where the financial crunches came in the industry. Then there was also demonetization happened that time, and there's a lot of things were happened. So it is challenge came into industry and into personal life.
Both you have dealt.
We deal, but thanks to my industry and my friends, my family, they really stood behind me. And because of their support and industry, had one big trust with me that whatever situation, at least he will try to solve our issues, whatever they suggest me or whatever. I'm really very grateful to my industry and my friends and my entire board member with whom I was working with.
But Pramodji, at the toughest time, what would you tell everyone? What we have to be that time? Like we have to be calm, patient, or what one thing we should have that so we can overcome?
Well, as far as if we see personal toughest time, my wife and my brother Yogi was a big
Family support.
Big support.
Family
My
support.
family, my uncles, my whole family was big support, especially my brother. He never lost his patience, worked very hard. They never stopped me not to serve the industry, also in tough time. They always supported, and my father always taught, whatever responsibility you take, don't look yourself. You have to look who trust you behind. So for me was industry, trust was there. So whatever problems I had to keep on a side, was looking how to get resolve these things.
So you were working on the solutions,
I was working always solution.
not on the problems.
No. If I sit with the problem, I never can solve any problem.
Pramodji, one happy moment of your life?
Well, to meet my wife and have my brother
1986.
1986, and
Okay.
I have a lovely brother Yogi, and now
Vijayji, do
son,
you have any questions on that?
and son enter into business, which is really it's a big. Right the time and hard time, my son came in. There was a big support also, Harshit. He really took over very nicely, so I could serve more better in industry.
The happy time is
Yeah, very happy.
meeting
I
your
mean,
wife
it's
is a very
big
happy
life.
time.
Wow,
Very happy time. Yes. Huh? No, that is a very big. Now, if I talk, Rajiv ji will tell, sir, jaga khali karo. So, because Rajiv ji have given me a limited time, so that love story, if you want, you have to go to Devi Bhabi and Pramod ji personally and talk to him. He will explain you. But it is very interesting there. But Pramod ji, because being a Agrawal, I think it was very tough to get love and arranged marriage. Did you face challenges from the family also? Or
what do
you
you
have
think?
convinced them?
What
Or
do
you
you
ran
think?
away? What was that?
What do you think in 1987 I'm coming from a traditional family, which I have other sisters to get married and brother to get married. What do you think? What time I would have had?
You have to tell us now. What I will know.
I think-
I born that
But
1987 I born.
All I say, I was lucky that my family, they told me to marry this girl.
Okay, they accepted.
They accepted after.
You convinced them?
Well, whether I convinced, not convinced, they convinced that this is the right girl for me.
So they
They see
thought
my
that
deep-
ये
they see my
प्रमोद जी को बरोबर रखेगी ऐसा like
Well, they love her actually. Day one, ever since they know, they liked her, but not as my wife.
yes,
But they really liked her so much.
correct. So let's come to your journey of next that now I think National Gems and Jewellery Council of India you're heading as a chairman. I think we have three national bodies GJPC, IBJA and JJC. But this is formed by Ministry of India.
Well, I must say that there is two body in India, national bodies,
Okay.
which is Gem and Jewellery Export Promotion Council and National Gem and Jewellery Council of India,
Okay.
which is come under Ministry of Commerce and Industry.
Okay.
So there is no other body. Yes, they are national level bodies, whether IBJA or the GJC, they are also national bodies. But the bodies which is representing government,
Is only two.
only two bodies.
GJPC and?
One is Gem and Jewellery Export Promotion Council,
Ah.
and second is National Gem and Jewellery Council of India, which is formed by Ministry of Commerce and Industries. And we work closely with the government, whatever suggestions to be given, taken industry like that.
So we have so many national bodies. Why don't we collaborate with each other and work together?
Well,
Because
we are-
end of the day, Pramodji, let me complete.
No, no.
End of the day, what we want to grow the industry to be grow in a prosperous way. I think let's be very frank. I'll come to you.
I'll come back to you.
No, I'll come back to you. So I think when you talk, there is only two bodies. We have a GJC, IBJA, we have other national bodies. But why don't we sit on one table and we resolve the issues and what industry is looking for? Because everyone have a different voice to the government. Everyone is talking a different way to the government. When the government is getting confused, then they are coming to you.
I think you are misstatement there. Why? Because first of all, National Jewellery Council formed by Indian government in the way that all the association become part of it. And IBJA is part of it, the founder member, and the GJC also founder member. All are here. And why government made it? Because so many associations write to the government the letters, representations. So government say there is a one body should be there for internal trade that can represent to the government. So government listen what need to be done. And so far if you see the duty reduction happened by the representation given by National Council, whether SOP is drafting by National Council, whether FTA, any issues coming in FTA, what to be represent, looking after internal trade domestically is being asked National Council. But definitely we always keep meeting with all the stakeholders, where is the IBJA president also there, where is GJC board member or president also there in the meeting. So comprise listening everybody, we represent the government, not given directly whatever we think. By talking with everybody, whatever, and if any issue and suggestion comes in, we don't look after which association, we take care of everyone. For us, in front of us is industry.
Okay.
Industry is the only one for whom we are working for.
Why this question I have arised is because people have some confusion that there are so many bodies. Now you have clarified that this is set up by Ministry of Commerce and all the association are part of this, and collectively you take a decision and we make sure that industry get prosperous. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the government
So
vision also.
that I wanted to clarify in another way, so I spoke in that way. Pramodji, you have not played only the active role in domestic industry, but also actively played globally as vice chairman of SIBJO. I remember last time we had a biggest conference of SIBJO in Jaipur and it was super success in the, and I believe you are the first Indian to be recognized on this global and prestigious platform. I would request you throw a light on this, what exactly did SIBJO does and how it plays a role in our industry.
But SIBJO is a very important body. It's a global body. There is also associations are part of this body. Majority. Or the big chain store or big brands are the part of this body, which frame the rules, guidelines for the global customs. The blue book, if you see the blue book, where all the definitions they write, whether color stone, lab grown or diamond, nomenclature, sustainability, lot of works happen in SIBJO. It's a very important body, and this is the only body, only organization which represents also in UNO. And it is very helpful when I entered there, because of the lab grown diamond, things were coming, lot of things, how, because India plays a very important role in global gem and jewelry industry. So it is not like I had to represent only India. We are talking about whole world sitting there, but definitely something come out with India or other country also. We take care of each country and the rules, what is there, what is the difficulties, whether consumer protection, whether trade should freely work easily. Those things work there in SIBJO, and Cavalieri is a president there with us.
We are proud of you. You are a part of the SIBJO and you are a vice chairman. Yes. So it's a proud to our country that you play this important
thanks
role.
to the entire board and president that they inducted me as a first time as a board of director and made me the vice chairman.
You have, Pramodji, you have traveled a lot of countries across the world. What is your favorite holiday destination?
So many places actually.
One.
Everywhere there is so many nice things to see actually. So many nice things. Italy is like my home, second
So
home.
Italy is your home.
Switzerland is beautiful. Go to US is beautiful. I mean everywhere. How you look, how you feel.
I think you are a great orator, Pramodji. I know you will just the round answer. I just want to know one your favorite holiday destination. Let's one.
Believe me, I like so many nice
But
things.
one.
To choose one, it has become very difficult.
No, you have to tell one.
I've seen many places and very nice places. Everybody has something best out of best there. So it's very difficult
Okay,
to
tell
give the
me
one
at least.
best place.
Okay, two you tell.
My home destination is the best one.
Which
Where I
one?
could sleep on my own bed and I relax there. That is my best place.
Okay. So what's your favorite food, Pramodji?
Well, my home food?
Home food.
Yes.
In what you would like to have more? What you like to eat?
What is
Favorite
my-
dish?
It's not nothing like very favorite. As I said earlier, I like dahi chawal of my mother. and
Dahi chawal.
My grandmother's missi roti, jawar roti, joki roti and all. Those are the-
Vijayji is showing me the time watch again and again.
I
But
know, I
Vijayji,
told-
I'm sorry, you have given me the floor very late. My time was 3, you gave me 3:30, so 5 minutes more. I'll wrap up. I'm sorry, but we were ready by 3 by live, but unfortunately, I think some program was running. So 5 minutes more, I'll wrap up. Because there is many questions to ask, but Pramodji, I think personally I meet you, this will be very short time to have a more conversation. I believe, Pramodji, you speak English, Hindi, and you can speak very fluent Italian also. Which other languages you are familiar with?
Well, I speak only 3 languages. Sometime, if I stay a little longer in one country, I can speak sometime French, sometime little Spanish. But mainly my language is Hindi, English and Italian.
Italian, you're very fluent.
Italian, yeah, I speak Italian like my language.
Marwadi. Marwadi. Rajesh
Marwadi,
is
yes,
giving
that is a
clarity.
Jundari language of my own language, yes.
4 languages. Pramodji,
I
last
learned little bit Gujarati when I was board member. I was listening to Gujarati language. I learned little Gujarati.
Gujarati you likes. The last 2 questions, we'll wrap up then. You're very workaholic, very networking person. How many hours do you work in a day? And what is your daily routine?
Well, it's a very difficult question to give my daily routine, which is
No, yeah, I
nobody
tell
can
Devi
give
Babu
my
not
daily
to be
routine
around.
actually. No, actually it's very difficult because my routine change as and when required. If some industry call come in,
But you're at Jaipur, tell the Jaipur routine, that's enough. Other we will understand ourselves.
well, trust me, I don't have fixed routine. All I have that I eat my lunch with my family.
Okay.
I eat dinner when I am home with my family, and I do my walk in the morning into Central
How many
Park.
hours you work?
Well, mind works always in my work.
No, your mind 24 hours work.
My-
But
actually-
physically how much you work?
Physical and mind both, more than 80, 14, 15 hours we work.
14 to 15 hours. Now, just 2 questions for the industry I want to ask Pramodji. Like, what would you like to guide or give a suggestion to our industry how we can have a betterment in business, in manufacturing, or what one thing which we are lack of and we need to work so that our industry gets to the next level, which you feel this need to be work on a priority.
Well, first of all, who is working around you, whether artisan or workers, you take care of them.
Okay.
Then the quality, the product, and quality and design, make yourself, you to show what you have inside. And let your children, like my father, let me do what I wanted to do. Although it was little difficult, but then he just let me do silver business, for example. So you have to, what I was listening earlier session, to young generation to come in business. It is very necessary. Like my wife and my son came in, my daughter-in-law came in, my daughter came in. So their vision, we have to let them work. Give them chance to work and prove them. Don't hold them back, just watch from behind. Like children scrolling, standing up, talking, Same way, you just watch them and you will see them, they will give the big results. So my idea is to let second generation come in business, give them free hand, support them. Definitely they should have your culture, what is good, and what they want to bring in new into industry, we should support them.
So this is one of the very inspiring thing Pramodji told, that we have to make sure that our working atmosphere is very healthy, and we have to make sure that our younger generation is given a free hand to grow themselves and make sure that we all prosperous together. Anybody have a Q&A? We'll take 1-2 Q&A and then we'll wrap up. Sumesh bhai, I know you will have, because you're waiting from morning to ask Pramodji. I would request a mic.
Check.
It's first of all a great interaction. Thank you, Pramodji, for sharing your insights. My question is a general industry question. India is having a very dominant position when it comes to diamond industry exports. We cut and polish 9 out of 10 diamonds and our exports are very good. But when it comes to gold and silver jewelry exports, our global share is very small from India in terms of, and you deal with both silver jewelry and gold jewelry. So why is India lacking in this two segments when it comes to exports?
Well, now India is coming in like, I think, 3rd or 4th number in the world. We don't export bullion. If you put up the Switzerland numbers, they're not jewelry exporting, they're exporting pure gold.
Small countries like Malaysia, Bangkok doing.
I'm telling
very
you,
good. Yes.
the India is positioned now in these countries, I think, one of the top ranks now. And how hard work done by the industry, by the German Jewelry Export Motion Council, putting up the institutes, laboratories, and our industry work hard to go overseas, expose, because loose stones to add on the value addition. So the jewelry manufacturing taken a lot in Jaipur. For example, Jaipur was known for color gemstones. When they start to make the jewelry, similarly diamond jewelry start to manufacture. So how the export is growing, and it will grow, continue. Because now our country need to have more value addition, because raw material, which is diamond and color stone, which we sold to other country, they were making more value addition. Now our country is making value addition, so we are reaching to the level. But if you see the volumes, because we don't export the raw silver or raw gold, so our number in jewelry is very high. So India is coming, and still we are working. Definitely there is more space to grow. And the vision of our country, when I was chairman also, we talk about 75 billion. And definitely you see the number in jewelry is growing more. If you see the gold jewelry in exports has been grown. And you will see in coming time, a lot of growth will happen.
Especially the Indian handmade jewelry, yes, gold is picked up. But how
Well,
many international?
is-
Derewala is one brand which supplies to even Walmart, even to other international brands. But not many other manufacturers in India are able to catch up with that.
No, I think many people supplies. If you see in Bombay Sips factories, if you see in SCZ or Jaipur manufacturing, in Mumbai manufacturing, different places, they export a lot of two different brands. There is a lot of brands getting manufactured in India. Earlier they were not coming to India. Now India has a different league. Indian quality is much better. I remember when I was going overseas, we were not respected at all. But we had a trust in our product, so we fight with the customer. And if I don't say made in India, they cannot say it's made in India. Rather they take it from us, maybe they say this is made in other country, because the value to get more value. So India is coming into a different league, and you'll see the big growth of our sector in exports. And also domestic is also flourishing in a big way, because a lot of transformation happened. One nation, one tax, HUID number, which is nowhere in the world. Government is coming with the bullion hallmarking, SOP drafting happened already, they're coming up. So a lot of reformation happened. Honorable Prime Minister vision, the government is looking at different leagues. So GMS jewelry sector is going to be grow multifold.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pramodji. Yes, we are wrapping up. Don't worry.
Right.
I'm seeing everyone, so I'm also prepared for that because I know how important time is. A big round of applause for Pramod Derewala. I think we had a great lunch, so I think we need a big round of applause. I think he deserves the insights what he gave us and how he worked hard for the industry. There is a lot of insights, but we couldn't because of short of time. I am not able to take it the full insights, but sure that next time when we meet Pramodji, because you're very diplomatic and you're very polished in talking, so you don't open up. But even I tried my level best to do that. But thanking you for your time. And it's a time to honor you. I would request you to come here. I would request Rajiv ji and Vijay Chorade ji and Sumesh Vadera ji to please join on stage along. So we would like to honor. I would thank Rajiv ji, Vijay Choradia ji and a team JJS for giving this opportunity. I think one of the loveliest show of this country. We are proud actually, being Marwadi also proud, being Rajasthani also proud, being in Jaipur is more proud. Being Indian we are proud, but that is there. But coming in the hometown is a very big thing for us. Thank you Rajiv ji, Vijay ji and the team of JJS core committee who have made this possible to do. Thank you for your time and space. Thank you so much. And my media partner Art of Jewellery and Jewelbuzz.
Thank you so much. I request all of you to stay back because I think we're going to have a very, very exciting session now with three gorgeous ladies who are in the luxury